So with my dark skin, right, that kind of put me somewhere in the middle. But I got my dark skin from my dad, and I'd never met my dad, which somehow made me blacker. Hey guys, it's nice to be here. I do enjoy a gong show. I think it's nice to come on stage and know in advance that the audience couldn't care less whether you lived or died. It's like I just want you guys to know that feeling is mutual. Yeah. So I'm at the age now, right, where my friends are beginning to ask if I'd ever want kids. And I think like maybe one day, but if I do ever have children, you know, it's really important to me that they be raised like the same way I was, by a single mother. Thanks, guys. So lately, maybe for the past like 2 years, people have been coming up to me and they've been telling me that I look like that guy from Bridgerton. I know, that's why I said it. Fuck me. Oh. But like, right, it's weird though, because I've never seen the show. I've just slept with lots of women that have. Right, now I want to explain that joke because I'm worried some of you might think that I'm gross. So that is a joke about the black male lead of a romantic television show, the fetishization of black men that occurred in response to that romantic television show, and then how I exploit all of that in a Tinder bio. Good, now you're all on the same page, thanks. I've never had approval for that, but it's nice to know there's a white woman here that wants me. I'll see you later. But I have actually only just started identifying as black. This all happened like around the time. Do you guys remember when white guys started getting blamed for everything? Yeah, it was just after that. Wasn't going to get caught up in it. But growing up, as I said, it was just me and my mum. Now she's white. Everyone at my school was white, like the teachers, the students, the Asian kid, all white. So this meant like no one would ever tell me I was black. You know, they would say things like, Connor, you're a colored person, or you're half caste. And now they say I'm a person of color. I am glad they've stopped calling me a person of interest, though. That really helps. But as well, it's like I don't really like the term person of color. Like I don't feel like it suits me. Because I mean, sure, I might be black from a distance, but I am also white over the phone. And like, I want an identity that reflects both. You know, like, I like to think of myself as more of an incognito. But so as well, like, whilst I was at school, my skin was darker than everyone else's, but, you know, that didn't quite cut it. It always seemed as though my blackness was something I had to prove. Like, it was as if I was on this, well, how black is Connor scale? You know, like, down one end, the blackest thing you can think of. It's like Akon. But he's got Jay-Z's lips, and he's feeding Serena Williams watermelon. And you know, down this end, it's anyone that shops at Lululemon. So with my dark skin, right, that kind of put me somewhere in the middle. But I got my dark skin from my dad, and I'd never met my dad, which somehow made me blacker. Yeah, like the scoring system made no sense. You know, like I could run fast, and that made me blacker. But I couldn't run very far, so I was white again. You know, like I liked hip-hop, so that helped, but I liked N-dubs and knew all the words to Ice Ice Baby. So. But whilst I was at school, right, I learned the thing that determined blackness, like more than anything. I was dick size. And yeah, white on that one. Well, I mean, it's okay, like 8.5 inches. You guys measure from the anus as well, right? Can I have less from you, please? As well. You know, like, if I wanted to talk to a white woman, I'd phone my mum. I mean, fuck me. But now, growing up, though, I did have one other incognito friend. And his name was Julian, right? So like me, Julian's dad was black. You know, unlike me, Julian's dad was present. And when we were about 10 or 11, Julian was playing at mine, and his dad came to pick him up. Now, I remember this moment so vividly because it was the first time in my life that I'd actually met, like, a black adult. Like, up until that point, all of my black role models, they came from TV, right? So my idol was the comedian Eddie Murphy, who I loved as the professor in The Nutty Professor. But it wasn't just him, you know, I also really admired acclaimed character actor, Eddie Murphy, that played the dad in The Nutty Professor. But you know, there were lots of inspirational black women on screen too, whilst I was growing up. Like the actress Eddie Murphy, that played the mum in The Nutty Professor.
Guys, give it up